With every life lived and story told, there is a villain, a deep faker whose sole purpose is to derail greatness. Are these people needed? Are they needed in life? And what is the villain effect truly for? What is its purpose? Welcome back, everybody. The other day I was doing a deep cleaning because it's springtime, and I was listening to a podcast called Tea Time, and it's with Raven Simone and her wife Miranda. Their topic was villains and actually how to spot one, a real-life villain in your everyday scenario. However, this 23-minute podcast just had me chuckling because these two child stars of the industry had still missed their mark, which I did leave a comment on their video below, and this is what I actually said to them. So here's a video about that comment. There is a difference between villain, a foe, evil, and an insidious person. We are not talking about narcissism here, even though narcissistic people hold some, if not all of these traits. We are purely focusing on why 99% of those around you tend to want you to fail. They want you to fail at one thing or another in life in order to make them succeed. All of these people come in shapes of fighting siblings, or a jealous parent secretly envying their child and thus sabotaging them and holding them back in life. Or even a phony romance of somebody secretly wishing that they were you, even though they're still with you. All of these are enemies of life. All of these are enemies of you. These people are so cunning and they are so good that they reside in your innermost circle of trust. Taking a deep dive into the villain effect of why the universe and life provides such hateful people. Those phonies, those liars, all of those who tend to backstab you. The ones talking behind your back, the ones wearing masks of deceit. All just to spread their darkness. Essentially, all words and questions that ask you, why does evil exist? Why is it here? Short answer to that is, pure evil doesn't know it is so. Because to spark a candle in the light means to still cast a shadow. And in turn, what is darkness if it's light upon light? So nature allows things to play out if it sees that the most beneficial outcome can reside at the end of it. And our current most evils are villainous acts that are taught to us within infancy. For instance, the seeds of hatred laid down in youth just because it's social norms for siblings to rival. Everybody's saying, oh, it's natural. All of this is the baseline for words of hate, for thinking of hate. All words that taught you to fight for your love, fight for love and attention from your friends and family, fighting to become normal in society, even though what is normal? All these seeds of doubt planted in infancy, all these seeds of hate planted in infancy, nurtured by society, nurtured by friends, nurtured by family, nurtured by your own thoughts because that's all you're surrounded by, making your envy turn into jealousy, making your jealousy turn into anger, making your anger turn into rage, making your rage turn into villainous. Life molds you. Society molded you. And now it's up to each and every one of you to become the protagonist in your own life story. And what do I mean by that? Well, fake people and villains are actually needed in life, the correct ones. Because with intent behind it, even though their intent is to derail certain things, in the end, if it's for both parties to actually learn, life and universe is going to allow it. Because it's becoming your greatest potential. So if not for their dark nature forcing you down in life, you would never gain the traction and mental motivation to achieve greatness. What villains and enemies in our life do is provide an entire lifetime of encouragement, of motivation, of action to you, the protagonist, all in one immediate impact to spark that pure motivation and clarity that otherwise may have never taken root at all in your life. And this, my loves, is the spark of action. It is the spark of truth into what you can do. It is the spark of your pure abundance and greatness. And if this never happens, only mediocrity occurs. And there is nothing worse than being plain old Jane. Protagonists do not live boring lives. Innately, always attracting that which challenges them. Challenging all their life skills and mental skills just to be able to grow better and stronger. Once you see that every individual across this world is simultaneously a villain and a protagonist. And within this, intent becomes everything. Creating an inner circle that truly challenges you to be great. No hate, no judgment. Just a group that understands that truth is strength. Having a group of people with like-minded motivation for life is the most extreme, powerful tool for your growth. Is just remember, the one playing the villain is going to be waking up and becoming the protagonist in the next cycle, and the one playing the protagonist is going to be playing the villain. This is continuously happening, so life allows everybody to grow, and so we must take the time ourselves to allow that growth to happen. As always, I am Toby. This is Authentic We. I want to thank you for joining us. And remember, you got this. So be kind on your journeys out there because you are loved. Ubuntu.